You've worked again with a lot of consultants and leaders. What are some early warning signs that a consultant's business is growing in ways that their life can't sustain it?
That's a good question. One would be, there's two things. One could be that the revenue growth is that the practice is moving so fast and they're struggling to keep up. So it could be that they've got a really popular topic. So let's say, for example, I had someone last year who was an AI expert, still an AI expert, and their practice grew very quickly. So what they needed to make sure was that, that it could be sustained in the long term. The problem with something like that in that category is the topic of AI is not going to be around forever. So AI will be around, but going from zero to a 7-figure business in 12 months from one topic and a keynote, that's not sustainable. So we have to diversify the business model and those sorts of things for the following year. So that's one where perhaps the business is growing so fast and they're trying to keep up and make sure that the revenue streams can be diversified afterwards. The other thing that could be happening is that they are struggling with being able to get the growth, and so they're burning out. So they might be trying to do a lot of content. They haven't had any new programs or new launches. They haven't evolved their message and they're spinning their wheels. And so as a result, they're burning out. So they're the two things that typically come up from a sustainability problem. So one is if their practice is growing extremely fast, then we've got to make sure we've got good systems and the team and good recruitment strategy and diversification strategy. If they're struggling because they're doing so much and nothing's happening, I've got someone like this at the moment actually that's just come on board, is that they need a business model and a framework to work with so they can see, actually, here's what the market understands. I've got to take these programs to market. How am I going to make sure I'm differentiated, the positioning, the category, the ideal clients? So because things change and they're possibly doing the same thing that they've been doing and nothing's happening. They just think working harder will make it change, and it's not.
My coach actually will say, if you don't have 100 people that you can sell your program to for $1,000 and you don't have a business, you just have really a hobby, he says.
Yes. True. That's very true. I like that.
But then sometimes because particularly again, and today we are talking a lot about women, we are naturals, and you start a baby from scratch. This is your baby, this is your program, this is what you're taking to the world. It's really hard to let go, really hard to see, but it's good sometimes to pivot, and you can still, because I think this is when I was starting in the space, it's but you have to stick to the one thing, and I think it's a really bad training, because we grow and you have to really learn to pivot and to also grow and change as the market is changing. Because if you're just going to remain stagnant, the same program you are running, as you said, at the same program you're running now, people have evolved. We're in the world of AI. What is it that you're doing now to get up to the market? I think it's important for consultants who are listening to us, or even thought leaders, to know that it's okay to grow and it's okay to relaunch again.
Yes.
Until you find your space. And if you find your space, you have to grow from it. It's not that you stay stagnant.